Welcome back to the Lancaster Insurance Classic Motor Show with Discovery Online. I'm delighted to be joined by the owner of Silverstone Auctions, Mr. Nick Whale. Now, me and Nick, we get together every year when we're at the NEC, and we have this moment on stage at the beginning of every day where we talk about the lots that are coming up, what sold the previous day, and it's really exciting. And Nick gives a lot of information out there how the auction process works to the audience and to the crowd. Unfortunately, we're missing that this year, but we've got together specially just so we can talk to you. So first up, Nick, yesterday, Friday, good day?
Great day. Great day, yeah. It's fantastic that we're still able to hold an auction despite the show not being on, and delighted with how the day went.
So who doesn't love a BMW M3? Everyone does, certainly me. BMW built these cars so they could go racing. They had to have a certain number that they could sell in dealerships. They're called homologation cars, to enable them to go racing at the weekends all over the world. And this is one of those homologation cars, the BMW M3. Absolutely stunning car, an appreciating classic. This one has gone to somebody's home. I know they're going to absolutely love this car, and all they've got to do is join that BMW M3 community, join the owners club, and they're going to have a fantastic time in this car. I absolutely love them, and this is a good one. It's finished in that dark grey with a black leather interior. It's de-chromed with that rear spoiler as well. A beautiful car, and congratulations to whoever bought it. Just look at it. Just look at it. Who doesn't love a Quattro? This is what you could have won. If you would have got yourself registered on Friday, you could have been driving this home. What a car. 1987 Audi Quattro. I've restored one of these in the past, so I know all about them. They are an appreciating classic, and the person who's bought this, all they've got to do is drive it, own it, use it. Don't put it away and stare at it. Just take it out there and use it. And it doesn't matter that we're going through a winter. Forget about it. Just drive it. Just make sure you hose it off underneath. When you bring it back, and the car will be absolutely fine. A car like this needs to be driven. It needs to be enjoyed. And I know the person who's bought this, they're going to have a huge smile on their face. Every time they come to a roundabout, they're going to challenge themselves that little bit more, because it is so good on the road. So congratulations to that person. You've made me very jealous. The first edition of anything is always going to be worth collecting. It's always going to have a value. But then saying that, the last edition of anything is also going to be worth collecting, is also going to have some value. And this, I'm fortunate to be standing in front of, is one of the last edition Volkswagen Beetles ever. This is a 1978. It's that special rollout model. They did 300 of them. This one is plaqued number 135 out of 300. It's absolutely beautiful, this Beetle. It's everything that they could do with a Beetle. Then I do believe it was the biggest selling car in the world. It was everything they did with a Beetle thrown into this car. And it really is lovely. It's in Jubilee Silver. It's only done 21,000 miles, very, very low miles. And the price is not bad at all. You can buy this car, which is always going to be a collector's car. It's always going to have a value to it, anywhere between £15,000 and £20,000. And I think for a last edition Volkswagen Beetle, this one is definitely worth a bid. Do you know, over the years, I've had the privilege at the NEC to interview Sir Sterling many, many times. This year, it's going to be a big hole at the NEC because Sir Sterling isn't going to be with us, God rest his soul. And he is a huge loss, not only for Britain, but for motoring. And fortunately here, a lot of his memorabilia is coming up for sale. And when I say his memorabilia, it's not stuff gathered by other people. It's stuff from him. You've got lots of his old racing suits that are signed by Sir Sterling, lots of programs and posters and steering wheel and these lovely little grills, which are wonderful. I wonder if they're little drinks things that you can put your drink in. They look very nice. An old crash helmet here, but over this side, this is where the really lovely special stuff is. Again, lots of pictures, you know, signed by Sir Sterling, but it's in these cabinets that it's just blown me away, really. There is personal collection of watches that are going to be for sale. Even Sir Sterling's passport is there. which is incredible. I wonder what the stamps are in there. I bet they're from all over the world, wherever he raced and competed. So this stuff is going to be coming up for sale on Saturday, 12 noon. It's going to be before the main car auction. The memorabilia of Sir Sterling is going to be coming across the auction, so make sure that you check that out online. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to buy some really special, unique stuff that's never been for sale before. It's the first time ever, and it's certainly something that you can keep as a memory of the greatest ever racing driver, in my opinion. So good luck. So what about the market in general? Because a lot of people might be worried that when you go into things like lockdown or COVID, people start looking around them and thinking, the last thing I want to do is spend money or go and buy myself a classic car. But the truth can be remarkably different.
It can be. You know, we've been operating in the COVID world now for nearly 12 months, as you know. And, you know, back in February, I was a pretty nervous chap because I couldn't see quite the direction of travel to go in. But the reality is that people are online, people are looking online. As long as we can provide a good facility, a live auctioneer, a bit of viewing, not in lockdown but out of lockdown, people are very happy to keep the momentum going. And you know, this year, Mike, frankly, we'll have a record year, which is great for the trade and for us.
It's so fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nick? I've noticed, especially with what I do as well, and talking to the audience out there in general, that lockdown has encouraged a lot of people to get in their garage and to go and finish their car. Part suppliers are on the up. They're doing very well, supplying parts. And you must be seeing some of the benefits of that work, that people have finished their cars, finally got round to finish them during lockdown 1. That during lockdown 2, you're seeing those cars making their way to the auctions. Yeah,
because they've had the use in the summer and now is a good time to sell. I think the advantage of the current lockdown that we find ourselves in is that we have got a bit of a captured audience, and that helps an auction work. And you know, we still get the same atmosphere, not quite the same obviously as having the crowds there to wave at, but we get a very good atmosphere online. Jonathan and I have a good joke between each other, keep it light and make it fun. You know, buying a car's got to be fun, hasn't it? It's life's serious enough with all the stuff going on. You know, if we can't have a bit of fun buying a classic car, then there's no hope, is there? So we keep it light. The cars are good quality. You know, people say, oh well, it's in an auction, it's a bit risky, you know, I haven't seen it. We turn down 70% of the cars we're offered. And the reason we do that is we only want to sell cars that are going to provide a bit of customer delight, not a bit of customer aggro. I'm too old now to deal with customer aggro.
You don't want to see the complaints department, trust me.
It's a very small person.
It's a very small person, angry small person. Nick, that's fantastic. And it's nice to know that the market is so buoyant and it's doing so well. There are some really special cars entered for sale. Yesterday was a great day. You had some amazing cars going across the block. But today we've also got some lovely cars. I mean, I'm excited about seeing this RS500 going across later.
As you should be, because it's one of the lowest mileage RS500s out there. You know, it's 10,000 miles from new, very low indeed. And it's a car actually we had the pleasure of selling a few years ago. So it's come back home to be sold again. And you know, this car today could easily do £100,000, which is
amazing.
When you think it's a Ford Sierra, it's an incredible statistic.
It's crazy. Yeah. Look at me. Look at me, smiling. You know why I'm smiling? A brace of minis behind me, and I'm leaning against my 1963 997 Mini Cooper. This is just to die for. This car is very much like the car that I'm having built at the moment, my little Frankie, my Cooper S. This one, believe it or not, had sat on display in a car showroom for 22 years until it was completely restored and put back on the road. And it is absolutely glorious. It's got a brand new interior, original steering wheel, the carpets look like they're new, the paintwork's been refreshed, the wheels are gold. Oh, it's just lovely. It's just lovely. I don't know what else I can tell you. This is a car that will sell this weekend. And let's just have a look at the price, because I might not tell you because it looks too cheap. I know you don't want to buy this. You don't want to buy it, it's too cheap. Forget about it, I'm going to buy this. I'll have this one. You go and bid on, look over there, look over there. Look over there at something. I said, go on, look over there. No, not really. This car, believe it or not, it's got a list price on it between 25 and 35 grand for that. This beautiful little Mini. This car is on the ascent price-wise. I know that because I own a little collection of them. almond green, old English white top. What a cracking little Mini. So good luck, it's lot number 420. This will be going across on Saturday afternoon. Look out for it online. Make sure you get your bidder's number and buy yourself into that Mini community and come and play with me. Wonderful car, good luck. Not just yet, don't disturb me just yet. Hold on. Because I can't believe what I'm reading, it can't be true. Can't be, this can't be true. Somebody's made this up. This is a wind-up, surely. 1971 Ford Escort Mark 1 Mexico. That's what it says. It says it's a genuine early AVO car built in a rare colour. This is the bit that's winding me up. Chassis number 00003. Yes. So I always say the first of anything is worth value. It's always going to be a collector's car, and same with the last of anything, but you don't get any earlier than this, do you? Chassis number 0003. It's an AVO plate car. It's a genuine ably built two-door Escort Mexico manual gearbox, maize yellow. Oh, it's just glorious. The chassis plate confirms it was built in January 1971. Now, I've been telling everyone for years that the world of fast Fords is going through the roof. And since I've been saying it, they've just been going through the roof. The market is still on the ascent. Cars like this, especially when they got that very low chassis number, are incredibly rare. A car like this is only ever going to come up for auction once in my lifetime or once in anyone's lifetime. And just look at it, absolutely exquisite. It's stunning. It's not been got at. Nobody's put any stupid bits on it. It's just pure, exactly as it come out the factory. The estimate on this car, I still think, is really reasonable for what it is. It says between 40 and 50 grand, and I know that does sound like a lot of money, but this is such a worthwhile investment for anyone, being chassis number 3. I expect this one on Saturday afternoon to go for a lot more money than that, and I expect there to be a fury of people bidding on this car because it is so very, very special. Go and check it out online, look at all the detailed pictures of it, enjoy it. Hopefully you'll be the one to put your hand in the air or click your mouse over on Saturday afternoon. Whoever buys it, you bought yourself a cracker. Do you know one of my favourite all-time cars in the world? Right here. I have one of these as a poster on my bedroom wall. It's the BMW M1. I like this one in particular because of the number plate, Boney M1, which means that this car is going to go to a new home. I think there's a song in there somewhere. But, you know, some manufacturers, they get together with other manufacturers and you think it's a marriage that should never happen. Citroen, Maserati. Why would you put those two together? But it worked with the SM. And this is one of those cars, the M1, and this is why I like them so much, because chassis by Dallara, the design work is Lamborghini, basically it's Giario, and then you've got engine by Roush, but all put together with a BMW badge on the front of it. This one is my pro stock car. It's gone wider on the arches, absolutely glorious. The thing is a joy to look at and to be around. Only problem is I'd need to have big pockets to buy something like this, but obviously this is a proper big collector's car that's going to go out there to the international market, somewhere between 380 to 430,000 pounds. That's lot number 450. That car be going through on Saturday afternoon. Good luck to anyone who buys that one. Now, the global world of Porsche prices has gone through the roof, particularly when you're talking about cars like this, the Porsche 911. There are certain flavours of 911 that people out there go to chase, but right at the top of the triangle of Porsche out there, it's this one. It really is this one. I just don't know what to say. I'm standing around it and I'm sort of beside myself. 1973 RS. This is everything that somebody would want in that collector classic Porsche world. It's had £180,000 restoration by Gantspeed. So if it's had 180 grand dumped into it, then what's a car like this going to be worth? Well, the market has gone crazy for these recently, and this is still, believe it or not, an appreciating classic. The world of RSs is still climbing, and this is a numbers matching genuine car. I just love it. I'm standing there beside it, love it. But unfortunately, I don't have the plus £350,000 in my pocket it's going to cost to own such a thing. But even so, believe it or not, in the Porsche world today, that's priced to sell. This car will sell this weekend because that's a very competitive price. It's absolutely stunning. I love it, every single inch of it. And you know me, I always say I don't like yellow cars. I love this yellow car. Absolutely love it. So good luck.
A lot of exciting cars going through today, and we're looking forward to it. You know, we've got some of the race cars today that we didn't have yesterday. There's a big collection over there of race and rally cars that we're looking forward to offering.
It's the James Bond Spectre Land Rover.
The James Bond Spectre Land Rover that just happens to be behind us there, Mike, conveniently, is also going through today. And that's, of course, the Land Rover that was in the actual film, which is nice. Bit of provenance. Everybody loves Bond provenance. I think people love the association, don't they, with exciting things?
They do. And if anyone out there wants a deal or no deal, you've also got Noel Edmonds' Range Rover out there.
Yes, we've got Noel Edmonds' Range Rover. We've got Princess Margaret's Rolls Royce, Michael Winner's Bentley.
Martin Brundle's Ferrari.
Yes, I forgot that. You're quite right, Martin Brundle's Ferrari.
Sorry, we're not just dropping names for the sake of it. Well, we are just dropping names for the sake of it. Once you drop Princess Margaret, I think that's...
it's downhill from there.
It is a name drop, isn't it, Nick? Absolutely fantastic. There's lots of Stars cars here. There's one very famous popster who's got a car in here.
Yes.
We can't say who that popster is, but his car, hopefully when it gets sold, it'll just be heading in one direction. And hopefully that one will get sold very quickly. It should be yellow. It should be yellow. It should have 3 wheels. Should be a Reliant Robin. That's what that's what this should be. Because believe it or not, this Mark 1 1987 Volkswagen Golf GTI used to belong to Sir David Jason, OBE. Yes, this was his car. But he's put it in the sale now. Or he sold it and then that person put it in the sale. And look at it. They only made a limited number of these all-white VW Golf GTIs. I think the number was just 138 examples of the all-white ones that were ever sold in the UK. Right-hand drive, it's got a brand new top on it. It scores an impressive 130 in terms of points out of 130. So what they're saying here at Silverstone Auctions, this is a perfect car. You can't get any more, as Del Boy would say, perfect than this, could you? Absolutely lovely car. Somebody who's in that classic golf world is going to go crazy for this when it goes across the auction on Saturday. This is going to be in the afternoon of Saturday. It's going to be an amazing car to see go across because of its provenance, its history, which is all noted down, and because of the absolute as-new condition of it. It's a stunning car, so good luck to everyone out there who's going to bid on it. Lot number 416 goes across Saturday. Make sure that you get your bidder's number, so you need to go and register before you can bid on a car like this, and good luck to you. It's amazing. I mean, look at it. I'm standing here staring at it thinking, pick a fault in it. Where can you pick a fault in this car? A 1971 GT6 Mark II in saffron yellow, and it is absolutely and utterly stunning. And it's got the original Rostyle wheel trims on it. You never see that these days. And the interior is stunning. The rubber all the way around it is just stunning. The tyres are stunning. I almost want to lick this car, which is ridiculous because it's just so beautiful and it's so original. That's what I love about it. And the good news is this car comes with some really good provenance behind it because it belongs to Anthony Hamilton, Lewis Hamilton's dad. And he's really put his heart and soul into making sure that this is the best it could possibly be. And this one is going to go for sale on Saturday. This will be going through in the afternoon. If you're looking for an affordable classic, something that's not going to break the bank, something that you can take to a car show, park up, get out, stand there, really proud that you own something that not a lot of people in the world own, and this GT6 should be the car for you. So make sure that you get your bidder's number for 408 Saturday afternoon, and whoever buys this, you're going to buy yourself a cracking car. Well done. Some amazing cars here. The auction is just a delight to walk around. I'm so privileged to be able to do this at a social distance level. Indeed. Between me and Nick.
Which happens to be the width of a Mini, Mike.
Which happens to be the width of a Mini, which is exactly what we're going to talk about next, because during this past year, the car club that we both support very well, which is the Sporting Bears Motor Club, they've struggled with their dream rides because we simply can't have people sat in a passenger seat to go for a joyous ride and raise money for charity. It's just not going to work during COVID. So as such, they've really struggled to get money into their coffers. offers to distribute to children's charities, one of them being Birmingham's Children's Hospital this year. Now, Nick has supported not only the charity in the past, but Birmingham's Children's Hospital, and Nick has very kindly, and Silverstone Auctions have very kindly donated this little Mini that we're standing in front of. Nick, how kind.
Well, it's a great little car. It's actually one we sold through our sister company, Classic Car Auctions, back in the spring. And I hadn't had a Mini for a long, long time, too many years to mention. And I saw it, and I like the look of it. I like the red with the white roof. It brings back lots of memories. It's a Cooper, which is nice. I've got a young son who's 9 who just thinks it's the best thing since sliced bread. So we bought it in the spring, and we've done the school run in it, and we've done a few trips in it, and we've had some fun in it. It drives really well. It's done about 40,000 miles, but it's beautiful inside. It's a rare edition, and I think it's a lot of fun. And, you know, cards on the table, we've had a reasonably good year, and as such, I think we've got to give a bit back. That's how society works, isn't it? It's how the community works. And rather than just, you know, give a blank cheque, which isn't really much fun, let's put the car in the auction, let's see what it makes, and let's donate the lot, including the premium and the money for the car, to the Sporting Bears, who do such a great job for such great charities.
Well, as patron of charity, I can't thank you enough. And you very kindly said that I'm allowed to be here on Saturday at 1 o'clock. This is going to be the first car that's going to go across the auction block on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And Nick's very kindly said I can be here and possibly get involved in trying to get the car sold for the charity.
Knowing you, Mike, it will be you on the hammer, and Jonathan and I will be made redundant pretty quickly, which is great. That's how it should be, you know, and it's fun. But I do hope that whoever buys it gets the satisfaction of knowing what they're donating to, but also knows that underneath this is a very, very good car. And brilliant. I've personally driven it for 6 months, so I know that. The battery keeps going flat. You might want to change the battery, but apart from that, it's faultless.
So make sure you tune in online. People can watch the auction, stream it live, can't they?
Yes, so we're on YouTube, we're on the website. Thesaleroom.com is how you bid, and Proxybid is the other website that you can bid on. So if you want to be active, that's where to be. But we're on YouTube, and we're on the silverstoneauctions.com website. So look forward to the support online and making it a successful day.
And make sure you don't just tune in and then think, I'm going to go and bid. You need to register, you need to give your details, you need to be checked, obviously, to make sure you're a real person. Then you'll get a bid-in paddle, like a bid-in number, and then once you're on Proxybid or bidding online, you can absolutely 100% click the mouse on your computer and buy yourself a car. Hopefully this little Mini or that RS 500, you can buy yourself something. Good luck, Nick. I think it's going to be a brilliant Saturday afternoon. I can't wait to see what happens.
Fantastic. Well, the sale starts at 1. Plenty of time to get registered and beforehand. So good luck, and please support the cause.
Thank you very much.